All right, what's up? All right, I said I was going to do this video test on are you masculine? And the reason I'm doing this test is not to be insulting or nothing like that, but I think that man has gotten kind of far away from what we're supposed to be. And when it comes to how we're supposed to be, there's actually a rite of passage or what you call man rules, you know. And the funny thing about this is it's the same thing that women will reject you for, men will also reject you for, right? So it can put you in a confine of being socially awkward to go against man rules or to violate man rules. Now, society would like to have you believe that the rules have changed and that there are no rules. There are rules. Your responsibilities on earth don't change just because the world went crazy. All right? Man rules. I do not like men who violate man rules, and I can't say that I'm not guilty of violating some of them at sometimes too. I think to some degree we're all guilty of these things at certain times. All right? But to put it all into perspective, what I did was I made a test. Now it's 12 talking points, right? All right. I won't be able to get all the talking points out in this video, so I'm probably going to have to break it up into two or three videos. But in this one, at least we're going to go from 1 through 4. This is the Are You Feminine test, right? So please, don't be offended. If you find that you do any of these things mentioned in this video, it is not to be insulting to you. It's just for you to do a self-check because, you know, we're all men are ego and insecurity and we hate for another man to tell us something, right? So just so you don't, just in case you don't know or just in case you're guilty of some of these things, don't feel bad about it. It's just a thing for you to check yourself and make sure you're always progressive and moving forward, right? So the first question I want to ask, an Are You Feminine test. Question number 1. Are you ready? Are you lazy? Are you lazy? Are you lazy? That's the first question I want to ask. And I'm not talking about unemployed. All right, because people can have a great work ethic, but become unemployed due to the way the economy is right now and small businesses closing and there's certain layoffs and yada, yada, yada. But are you lazy means that do you fail to be productive with your time? Are you lazy? If you're unemployed, unemployment can happen to anybody, but how long are you going to stay there? Lazy. Lazy. Now, the reason that I say that laziness is feminine is because we all know as men that the only gender on earth that's allowed to not work or not be that productive with their time and actually sit at home or whatever and still can be considered to be a decent person is a woman. Only a woman can do this. So if you are a stay-at-home dad, I can tell you I can tell you how your life is going already. If you're a stay-at-home dad, you're violating social norms. You're going outside of man rules. The only person that's allowed to not go to work or not be contributory to a relationship and still can be considered to be a good partner is a woman. No man is considered to be a good partner if you're not contributory to the relationship or if you're not earning and making valuable use of your time. So number 1 in Are You Feminine is are you lazy? If you feel like you don't have to work, that's God's first commandment to men anyway. What was God's first command to Adam? To be fruitful. What does fruits mean? Your fruits, what you produce, the fruits of your labor. That's what fruits are. Are you lazy? If you don't do anything valuable or productive, and you don't earn, that is very feminine in nature to want somebody to take care of you. If you don't do anything, that means either you rely on the mercy of others or somebody else is responsible for taking care of you. All right? That's feminine. That's question number 1. Are you lazy? All right? Question number 2 is, and this one goes out to the intellectuals out there. Are you argumentative for absolutely no reason? Now, what I mean by this is that it's a very good thing for you to stand your ground when you're right. All right? It's a very good thing for you to stand your ground when you're right. But as a man, we don't want to be guilty of becoming argumentative to where your conversations with people are going beyond 15, 20, 30 minutes, 2 hours, just argumentative. Now, I'm not saying that what you were arguing about wasn't valid or what you're saying isn't valid, but there are man rules to arguments, to arguing. When it comes to a woman, if you were still going to be with women or be in a relationship with women, sometimes there's going to be a conflict of interest and certain places where you guys don't see eye to eye. If it becomes an argument, this is what I say with a man. A man states his position once, Then he states it again just to clarify, and he does one explanation. One. After that, that's it. She can continue to talk and be argumentative if she wants to. I'm not going to. All right, she wants to keep talking and keep being argumentative. Already stated my position. I'm not moving from my position. That's it. Now, I'm in no way advocating you being stubborn as a man, because sometimes your woman can be right. Then you're just dead freaking wrong. All right? I'm talking about when you're right. But if you're not right, just being argumentative for no reason. Like sometimes anybody knows that if you put up videos, and let's say that you have a really extensive vocabulary, or you have some great ideals or some great ways of expressing yourself, you get guys who come into your comment section who believe that they're intellectuals, and they'll just start spouting off useless rhetoric, just a bunch of educated jargon for no reason to try to match vocabularies with you, or try to show you that their vocabulary is more extensive than your own, or whatever. It's just useless rhetoric. Useless rhetoric is female. It's for feminine. It's for women. To talk without a purpose is feminine. To talk just to be talking is feminine. To disagree just for the sake of disagreeing, just to show how strong your argumentative point is, just to show how strong your argument or debate skills are, that is feminine. It is very feminine to be argumentative with absolutely no purpose in mind. So remember, number one, are you lazy? Okay. Number two, are you argumentative? I want to go over number three with you too. This is a big one. Are you promiscuous? Are you promiscuous? Are you monogamously challenged? Do, like women, you just can't let them go by, like you meet somebody new every week, every day. You hook up with this person, that person, this person, that person, this person, that person. All right. If you don't know, it's feminine. It's feminine. Only women go into places and find a love interest no matter where they're at. They find a love interest at work. They find one in the grocery store. They saw one at the red light. They find a love interest everywhere they go because they're more emotionally based. Now, as a man, you're supposed to be a lot more stable in your understanding. So just running around humping everybody is more feminine than it is masculine. Now, I'm not saying that if you have a bad relationship, that you should be just going around messing around with somebody else. I would tell you to get rid of her and go after what you want. But to not have any kind of wants, or not have any kind of staple on what you require, or to have absolutely no requirements, if your requirements are all external, well, that's female. Because females are fooled by appearances, right? So if all you require is the outside, I'm not saying I don't understand it. I'm not even saying I've never done it. I'm saying that it's feminine in nature. It is to serve no purpose. It's to live below your waist. All right? Women do this. As man, you're called to be more than that, than to live below your waist and run around just humping whoever you can and always hooking up with new people and new this and new that and new this. And you probably have kids spread out all over town. All right? It's feminine in nature to do it. Just like we bag on single mothers that have 3, 4 baby daddies. Okay, what about you dudes? To just run around humping and being irresponsible. You're not even using freaking condoms or nothing, just being irresponsible. All right? So remember, the 3 points we went through in this video. 1, are you lazy? 2, are you argumentative with no reason? And 3, are you promiscuous? Remember, as men, we are called to be more. And just completely living like this and just running around humping everybody, being argumentative for no reason, not being productive with your time and laying down, all of these things are feminine in nature. Now, if you're guilty of any of these things, don't feel bad. I think we all have been guilty of some of these things. I've been the guy on the couch before. We're all been guilty of some of these things to a certain degree. But we have to do self-checks as men to make sure that we're staying in the confines of what a man is. I think that it's gotten all the way out of whack, and men don't even know what a man is anymore. So that's the first 3 points. All right? I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do another 3. All right? See you in a minute.